Good day, friends. What a beautiful day to have a great day. Hi, my name is Clayton Frazier, and I'd like to thank you for tuning into my channel. I am an entrepreneur, an inspiring life coach, and motivational speaker. And I create a video once a week about self-help, business tips, motivation, business ideas, and stuff like that. And today I wanted to take a few minutes and talk about how to make some money selling on Facebook using Marketplace. I'm going to give you a few tips that I use because I got a little hobby business selling used sports clothing on Facebook, which I think is quite successful. And I want to share with you a few of the ideas and a few of the tactics I used to get my product to sell. My biggest thing I tell people about when you're selling stuff on Facebook as a hobby business to make extra money is find something you like. It's a lot easier to sell something that you like to sell, you're interested in, you enjoy. So my biggest thing is I love sports. And a couple years ago, I bought a used Boston Red Sox jacket. And I said, I'm going to buy this and try to resell it. And I bring it home, throw it aside, didn't do anything with it, of course, put it off. And finally, 2 months later, I posted on Facebook Marketplace and the local buy and sells. And it sold within an hour. I said, ooh, this is really good. And I bought it for $8 and sold it for $50, so it was pretty good profit. So I said, well, maybe I'll try buy another jacket or a jersey. And then I ended up getting into baby clothes. I bought some sports team baby onesies and sweaters, and everything seemed to start selling. I ended up selling 40 items that month, and the next month was 50, then over 100, and it really started to be fun. So I'd like to share with you some of the few things I do. The biggest thing is you got to have fun with it. No matter what type of business you're in, if you make it a work or you make it a chore, it's not going to work for you. It's going to make it hard. So I sell you sports clothing, and I'm going to give you some of the tips I use. The biggest thing is I make sure I buy good quality product. That is big. When I find a jersey or a jacket of a team I like that I think will sell, the next step I do is I look it over thoroughly. I look for a reason for me not to buy it. If it has a pick in it, if it has a mark in it, if it has a crack in it, a rip, I leave it. Simple as that. As much as I like it, as much as I know it'll sell, I leave it. You gotta have good products. And the next thing I do is I try to keep my prices reasonable. I hear lots of people saying, check eBay, check different places before you post on Marketplace, which is good. It's good to have an idea of what product is worth, but you gotta know your local marketplace. I'm in Halifax, Nova Scotia, which has about 400,000 people. So I'm not going to get the same prices as New York or Toronto or Montreal or LA, the bigger cities. I'm not going to get the same prices. So I keep my prices reasonable. My goal is to try to make at least double my money, if not triple. If I buy something for $5, I'd like to get 15 to 20. If I buy something for $10, I'd like to get 20 to 30. Simple as that, right? Because you got to make some money off it. It does take a little bit of time, but I do it in my spare time. I found I had lots of time on my hands, so it gave me something to do. The next step is when you're posting on the local Facebook pages. It's a good idea to be in about 10 to 15 or 20 of the local buy and sells plus Marketplace. So in your area, type in buy and sells and join as many buy and sell groups as you can. Some of them have different regulations, so make sure you follow the rules of the groups because you don't want to be getting kicked out of the groups. And then when you take your picture, take a nice clear picture of your product. And I found out that it's good to put a description up top of your products, like I do jerseys together. And all I say is the jerseys are in excellent shape, prices and sizes are in the picture. And I always put prices are firm because no matter how low your price is, somebody will try to beat you down. So stick to your guns. If you want 20 bucks for an item, get 20 bucks for it. Simple as that. But then when you do take a picture of your products, for example, if I take a picture of a jersey, when I upload it to my computer, I'll put the size and the price right in the picture. I'll cut and paste a little thing from Word and paste it right in the picture, and then there's no confusing. If it's an XL jersey, I put XL and I put 20 bucks. You know what I mean? No confusion for people, and it makes it a lot easier. You don't want people messaging you all the time, what's the size of this? How much is it? Give them the information right off the bat. Then if they don't want it or they don't like it, they won't waste your time. And that's the big thing. Your time is valuable. So don't take a lot of time. Make it harder for people to have to ask you questions all the time. I group like products together, whether it's items like jerseys or sweaters or jackets, or it could be a team. I might do all Montreal Canadiens stuff, or Toronto Maple Leaf stuff, or Toronto Blue Jays stuff, or right now Toronto Raptors stuff, right? Put it in a group. You're allowed to put up to 42 pictures on Facebook. So put it all in a group, and then it gives people lots of examples. They can see what they like of your stuff. But again, it's going to take some time to build up your inventory. So if you only have 5 items, post 5 items. But if you have 20 items, post 20 items. My goal right now, every day, I post 10 ads. But I don't get up in the morning and I post 10 all at once. Because most Facebook groups don't like that, you taking over the whole page. So what I'll do is I'll post 2 or 3 items first thing in the morning between 6 and 7. And then I'll post 2 or 3 more, say, between 11 and 12. And then I'll post 2 or 3 more in the middle of the afternoon and 2 or 3 more in the evening. That way you're getting your spread out over different audiences. And I find I sell at all different times, so it doesn't really matter when I post it. It just got to be in front of the right person. And another thing is, people post their ad and they just leave it. And they think, oh, okay, it's not working. Well, I post my ads today, and I delete it. If I post today is Thursday, so I will delete my ad on Saturday because it just gets bumped down too far and people don't see it. So I'll delete it on Saturday and then I'll repost it Sunday or Monday, right? And I do that every couple days. I don't like to have it just sitting there with people not seeing it. And the biggest thing I always tell people, if you're doing it to make extra money, to have a little fun, like, you know, it could be a hobby, could be a hobby business, whatever you want to have it, be patient. If you think something's worth 20 bucks, well, try to get 20 bucks for it. But it might not sell the first day, it might not sell the second day, it might not sell the third day. But if you keep being patient, it will sell. It just got to get in front of the right person at the right time. I seen me post items for, 5 months, and it didn't sell. And then when I posted one evening, all of a sudden I got 5 or 6 people wanting it. It just has to get in front of the right person at the right time. And that's why it's good to switch up when you post. Post at different times of the day. Post it every 2 days so people see it. And the biggest thing, like I said, is be patient. If you're doing this and you don't have the money to sit on the items, it does make it a little harder. But if you got the money and it's just a hobby, just start small and grow your business. When I started, I had 1 item, the jacket. Now I got 700 to 800 items, but I didn't go out and buy 700, 800 items. I am constantly buying 2 or 3 items at a time. And when I buy the items, I come home, I take the pictures, I put the size and the price in the picture, and I put it in a folder on my computer, all separated. So then, when I do my ads, it only takes a couple minutes to do my ads, because I just copy and paste the ad and post the pictures. There's no work. So, that is very key to do that. Now, I'm just looking at my notes here, make sure I always gotta be doing stuff. And another thing is, change up your pictures. Don't put the same picture first every time. You might change it up, because that helps people see, oh, this is new, and they'll check, oh, I didn't see that, and they'll buy it. The biggest thing is, just make sure you're being consistent. And one other thing I see people doing a lot on Facebook that I don't like, when you post an item on Facebook in the marketplace, you post your ad, nice ad, people comment on it, which is great. I love getting comments on it. But what I always do in the comments, I see people posting their address, their phone number, everything in the comments, then everybody can see it. I always send them put a little comment back, yes, it is available, I will send you a private message. And then I make all the arrangements in the private message. Because that way your information is not being shared all over Facebook for anybody to see. And it's always good, it's just one-on-one in the private message. People ask me, do I hold items? Yes and no. I don't hold items for a week or something, but today is Thursday. If someone says I'll get it off you tomorrow, I'll hold it till tomorrow. I give them the benefit of doubt. Because I don't know about you, if I'm going to buy an item and the person says first come, first serve, and I gotta drive 20 minutes to get that item or a half hour, and I get there and the item's sold, I wouldn't be too pleased. So I give the person the benefit of the doubt. I'll wait a day, maybe two at the most. If I know them, I'll wait longer. It's different. Another thing people ask me about is delivery. Well, I always say no, I do not deliver. Because if you're selling a $10 item and you're going to deliver it, and you paid $3 or $4 for it, there's really no profit. But I have 3 teenage kids, so as you can imagine, I'm kept quite busy. So I'm always on the go. So the biggest thing I always do is if I'm going to a basketball game or if I'm going to my daughter's dance, I'll tell people where I'm going to be at what time. If, say, my daughter's dance is 5 to 7, I'll say I'll be there at 5 and I'll be there at 7. Does that work for you? And I meet people there. I wait a maximum of 5 minutes, unless they text me or something that they're stuck in traffic or something like that. But if I say I'm going to be out there at 5, at 5:05, I leave. They didn't show up, they didn't show up. And you got to stick to it that way. But the biggest reason why I do that is I don't live downtown where everybody's at. I'm about 20 minutes outside of town. So this gives me a lot more sales. Because this way, people feel you're trying to help them, you're trying to meet them. But you're really not going out of your way. It does really help a lot with sales. So, to recap, the biggest thing is find something you like to do. Me, I love going to thrift stores, yard sales, and I love sports. So why not combine the two? Sometimes I find some stuff that go in my collection, don't make it to the sale. But that way it really helps. So that's the first step. The biggest step is sell good quality products. That helps. And keep your prices reasonable. If you have good quality products at reasonable prices, people will buy them. They won't try to beat you down because they know they're getting a good deal. Have fun with it. Post to a number of places on Marketplace. Be patient. And if you have any questions, please send me a message. I'll gladly help you. I'll help you and show you what I've been doing. Will it work for you? It worked for me, so it could. Again, I want to thank you for your time. And my name is Clayton Fraser. I will be posting a video once a week about entrepreneurship, intentional living, business success. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it if you could do that. Have a great day, and I look forward to talking to you next week.